I think I'm live. So someone's there. Say hi, and we'll start this session out. As I was turning the camera on live, I took this out with my elbow, which now I got to figure out how it goes all back together. Like that. This goes like this. I got to find that piece too to lock it in. Mr. Blue may be there. Said hello earlier. So if you're there, hello. Someone is watching. So, yep, Mr. Blue's here. Hey, Mr. Blue. Welcome. I'm working on my way behind schedule space hangar here, rebuilding it, trying to build it better. And I haven't had the, how can you say it? I haven't had the, I don't know, I've been pretty laid back about getting this thing built. I think I can get it done in time, but just trying to get life stuff done too, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I've been I not inspired to work on this, so I haven't been. I guess that's the better way of saying it. But I also knew I was going to be on the chat tonight, so I figured I would not work on it until I got here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just rebuilding this section because I had taken it apart earlier to do, well, I was testing removing this wall from the rest of the building, rest of the structure, and I was removing this. I can disconnect these walls, is basically what I'm trying to say, just by sliding them out like that. But the door had fallen off, and so I was trying to keep the door on, and the door just fell off again. But I think once I put in one more piece, it'll lock it in. I think if I put this on top, that door's backwards, which means that's backwards. Door in there, door in here. Okay, there we go. Now, doors won't fall off. They shouldn't fall out anymore, so I'm good there. Okay. So, hello. That is very nice of you, Mr. Blue. 3 streams saved the best for last. Well, hopefully more people come on here, otherwise this one might be kind of boring. But I know people usually join in when they can, so maybe I should start like 15, 20 minutes later, because then maybe people will be ready to join in after putting kids to bed. Or not. We'll see how it goes. A couple of viewers on here as well, so Mr. Blue and someone else. So hello to whoever else is watching. So that's what I have so far. I'm still not sure about this part, but I got the doors that'll open and close. And don't, they sit level, I think, just because the building's tilted a bit. So these can be removed. I'm basically the same thing I had way back when. It might be a little easier to see. Not as much light reflecting on there. Happy birthday. Well, that was last week, but thank you. I guess, yeah, we might not have seen you. I don't remember, but yeah, it was last Monday. But thank you anyhow. So I'm a year older, not a year smarter, that's for sure. So I was gonna started this base on this one. I was going to go to the other side and build that bases or that entrance as well. Work on this end, just so I can kind of pair them up. This one has a little door. This other one's going to have a bigger door, which is forming the Classic Space logo, which is the same door I had built previously. I just resurrected it from the old model, and that'll basically sit right here. So I have to build it differently, and I mean this side is different because it has the tracks coming in. So what I like to do is make this perfectly center along here. That'll be for the robots or the vehicles to move back and forth to get cargo out of this area. So, oh, you're young, Mr. Blue. Since I'm 37, you're young. Oh wait, no, I'm 47. Uh-oh, trouble's in the house. Hello, sister. Who we haven't had a chance to talk that much in the past few days. I feel bad about that, but I know you're working a lot, and off today, but probably busy like anything. Totally get that because I have been a little busy too. And tired, apparently. Sorry. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Well, technically came out of my mouth, but still out of nowhere. So yeah, I'm gonna try and work on this a bit. I have I don't know how many days left till I have to fly out. Let me just check the calendar here. So a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks and 4 days or so to build. So I'm gonna have to actually, start doing some actual building in the next few days. I think the hardest part is just trying to figure out what the goal is here for this section. And once it's done, like once I figure out how to, once I figure out exactly how to lay it out, then it just gets easier. And yeah, I know, sis, you're off tonight. Just woke up, and yeah, it's a good idea to catch up on all that sleep because you were working yesterday or last night. So I spent most of my day sorting dark gray brick. Mostly done sorting the big bin I had into. Try to get my hands. Sorting the large bin I had into individual bins. Like, I don't have an example here, do I? No, I don't. But I also I grabbed the light gray brackets because I was looking for particular brackets, and this is what I took out of my sorted stuff of light gray brackets. So eventually I'll put those into my storage solution. But right now I need a lot of these brackets to build with, so I figured I'd just leave them here. So yeah, 2.5 weeks. Thanks, sis. Yes. And I don't want to say I'm burnt out on this one, just because I've already built it once and I'm doing it again. But I'm a little burnt out with it. I'm not. I wouldn't be too. I won't be too upset if it doesn't go with me. I do want to get it done. I do want to print it because I want to display it. Am I going to another brick fair? No, I'm going to Bricks Cascade, another event, another convention, which is in Portland, Oregon. I'm going there on March 10th, I think. It's the March 13th weekend, the long weekend. Or not the long weekend, but March break weekend, the first one of March break. I'm heading out there. Last year I was watching Rick Brickham and Brett Builds. They were doing an Instagram chat or something around June last year. They were talking, and they were talking about Bricks Cascade in Portland, and that's one of the ones I've always wanted to go to. So I was like, oh, that one's kind of on my list. And when I got my mortgage for this house, I got a $750 gift card for one of our Canadian Airlines WestJet. And I've never been able to use it. I've had it for like a year and a half. Well, I had it for like 3-4 years, and luckily they don't expire. But as they were talking about it, it's like, hey, I wouldn't mind going to that event. So I ended up looking up prices, and I could get a round trip flight for including an extra bag of luggage and upgraded seating. Like upgraded meaning just instead of like I got a seat with a little bit more leg room. And I was able to do that for, I think it was about I can't remember if it was a $700 gift card or a $750 gift card, but basically I ended up paying $25 extra, and was able to include an extra bag of luggage. So like one bag of luggage, so I can carry something, hopefully, in my luggage for the trip down. Uh-oh. I hope you get it done on time, but listen, we need to talk. Well, that doesn't sound good. You don't say that when you're, no, you can say that. I don't know what we need to talk about. I have nothing to say to you. No, I'm just joking. I do. It might not make sense, but I probably have something to say to you. So yeah, I'm going to Bricks Cascade. Got everything pretty much booked for that. For $25 for an airline ticket, might as well, round trip, right? And looks like restrictions are a little bit less intensive for airline flights across or going that way too. So anyway, just love the beautiful pink background. I also have to get plates down on here. I'll have to do that still, but okay. Just trying to take note of what I need to do. And I was trying to pull this off. So I basically made it so that I can just pop these two pins out here and pop pins out here. Well, not all the way out, like that. And then I can just remove this completely. So this will be a wall segment that I can pack in my luggage. It'll be a little thicker than some of the things, but hopefully a little bit lighter. And then I'll do the same for this, and then the back walls will be the same as well. And I still have another piece to go in there in here. I really need to expand my color palette. Well, you know, yeah, sure. Wait, I did. See, I expanded my color palette. See? There you go. If that's not good enough, too bad. I like these colors. And as I had said previously, I am building this. That didn't stay in. It was supposed to stay in. I am building this World Lego. Oh, sis, there's going to be a World Lego shortage of gray brick. I'm basically reusing pretty much everything I have. I'm probably going to have to order a few parts, which I'll do off of Bricklink. Like some of these brackets, this bracket right here, just easier to pull off, which is a little 1x1 bracket. It's like brand new last year, basically, and I only have a few of them. And I know I'm going to need some more. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. I hit the wrong button there. Silly me. Anyway, there might be a world shortage of Lego at some point, gray brick or otherwise, if they keep on putting out such amazing sets and cool parts. But until then, we'll keep on building. Anyway, so yeah, when people join in, I'll probably start doing a little bit more building. But for now, I'll just do some chit chat with the chat people, because that'd be you guys, of course. Just because I don't want to bore you while you watch me build. I do wish Lego would make a part. I'm creating a wish list. I want Lego to make the same part that I just showed, but with this, with the same side this way, so it's like a corner one. Because I've got a couple areas where I'd really like to be able to put, like this piece here. Hold on, I'll put this back on, and I'll turn this upside down. Like right here, there's a little gap there because there's nothing I can put in that space that goes the right way. So either that, or Lego needs to make this part, which is this way, but they need to build it so it's this way. So 4 long, but the studs are on the bottom. If they did that, either one, a single 1x1 with a corner, or this, either one of those I can make do, and I would be a happy camper. But for now, I'll just be a camper. So anyway, wow, I've been talking to you guys for 13 minutes. I am super. No, I don't know. I'm tired. I spent the. I was out on. I did a little field trip on Saturday. Met up with some of the Canadian Brick Builder gang. And I bought a little bag of treats. We went to the Brick Shack again, just to hang out there. And Chantel and Dave were there before I was. Dave K. And then I showed up, and about an hour later, Rick Brickham showed up, and I could only stay till about 2 because I had some other things to do. So I ended up leaving at just before 2 o'clock, and Dave and Chantel ended up coming out as well, because I had to give Dave something that was in my car, and Dave drove Chantel over because they both live pretty close together. So we ended up leaving Rick there alone, and I felt bad. But we were texting with Rick and stuff, and when he replied back to us at one point, he said he was just leaving the Brick Shack. He was okay. Everything was like, he's like, it's okay. I understand you guys had to go. And he was just leaving the Brick Shack. And he got there at about 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15. And he was leaving the Brick Shack at 4:45 in the evening because he was busy picking parts. I have 3 people watching, Mr. Blue, myself, and who. I only show 2 right now, so the third person, if they're watching, they don't want to appear, that's fine. They don't have to. So anyways, yeah, I bought some parts. First thing I got, which is silly, and I already took some of them out. Oh, that's the wrong thing. We'll talk about these quickly too. One thing I bought, they had $5. Where's that little baggie? $5 for a bag of 25 of the minifig stands. I needed 20 of them for one of my display cases on my minifig display stands I'm working on for video, which is, I think, going to be purple. I don't know. I have to figure that out again. I can't remember what I did. But anyways, I needed 20 of them, so I threw some of them in there. And I have the rest sitting in a bag here, which I'll merge into the collection. I have a bunch of these. It was just for $5. It was easier to pick them out of the pick-a-brick bin that they had, and or grab them in a $5 bag that it would have been for me to go into my collection. It was just easier. And honestly, I think these will be hard to get at some point, because if they ever stop making display stands for figs, like, people want to display their figs. So these are really good stands to do that. So might as well have some extra. It won't hurt. So about that. Oh, okay. Let's see what else I got. I got this cute little poly bag, also for like $5. I'll turn it the right way. Which is just little boy and girl kids. He's got a banana shirt, which is kind of cool. She's got an apple shirt. But I kind of saw these the curves here, the arches, and this is a new arch, and it was light gray. So I was like, hey, I could use that, and it's a cute set. So how about that? What else did I get? Oh, $5 for some Technic track. I don't have a lot of this piece, and I know great ball contraptions and stuff use a lot, and I like to have some, so I got some. I have some. I just want more, because I always want more. And then I bought like a 1 3/4 of. Oh, hold on, there's something else in there I forgot about. Take that out for a second. About a 1 3/4 of just random pieces, mostly Technic beams. For this display, I need longer Technic beams, just so like these, just because those are going to be the strength of the model, or where all the strength is, to keep it all together in flight. So I grabbed a bunch of them out of their pick-a-brick cups, and some other interesting parts that I found. So I did that, and oh yeah, now I see 3 people watching. So, and then the last thing I bought was just a few figs. They had one of the older retro classic space or retro space guys for sale, $5, and then the purple aliens with the classic space logo. I've got 4 of these now, I think, but just for that torso and stuff. And hopefully eventually they make purple helmets again that are not $100. No, I'm just joking. I know how much they're. That are not really expensive. Hopefully they put those out at some point again. So, did you buy that Lego today, Jeff? No, I picked that stuff up yesterday because I was down in Toronto. So, it cost me about $45, including tax. They build their tax into all their items, so it's like shopping in some of the European countries. I know Holland was always doing that, where their tax was just worked into the price, so you know what you see is what you pay for. So yeah, I bought that stuff yesterday while I was down there, and dropped some stuff off at a friend's place and stuff too. So let's see what else. I did see a message. I'm just going to check quickly. No messages. I just thought someone might have put something in our chat. Did you guys not have a blizzard over the weekend? So when I woke up yesterday morning, camera's in my face. I just realized. When I woke up yesterday morning, it had snowed a bit. Yeah, I'll leave the camera in my face. It had snowed a bit. We got a blizzard on Friday. Well, Thursday night, Friday morning. When I woke up yesterday morning, it had snowed a bit more, but it wasn't enough. Driving to the Toronto area, there was, like, down the main highway from my place. It was a little sketchy. There was one lane of, track clear, but people driving like 30 kilometers or 20 kilometers below the limit. So I've passed a few people here and there. I wasn't driving that fast, but I was driving faster than they. I was more comfortable driving faster than what they were driving, so I would pass them slowly, like a couple of kilometers faster than them, and then I would get back into the lane that was clear. But it was, it wasn't that bad of a job. That drive. We had rain and a windstorm on Friday. Yeah, we had rain on Thursday. Became a snowstorm on Thursday night. Schools were canceled Thursday and Friday here. And then yesterday was just really windy, and today was windy as well. But I think the wind was coming from a different direction, so we didn't get the blizzard conditions that we had like the day before, the whiteout type conditions. So, Mr. Blue looks like got a storm. I know that storm that came through the past few days was pretty wide. I mean, it was hitting while we were getting the rain up here. Chris and the gang in Georgia were getting huge thunderstorms, and they were basically getting the exact same storm we were, just a lower part of it because it was that large. Snow and whiteouts. So Yvonne, I think, hey Dave, I was going to add you, but you added yourself. We have Friday night into Saturday. So Yvonne, I think your days are backwards because today is Sunday. So you didn't have it to today. But anyways, I think the storm actually came through. It was raining Thursday, Friday morning. It was the snowstorm. Anyways, hey Dave, how's it going?
Hi everybody.
Oh wow, your audio's loud. I'm gonna turn you down a little bit, okay, bud?
You be producers and put my audio down.
Yeah. Hold on. Edit.
All right, well, let's see what I can do.
I try to speak again. Oh,
hello, testing.
How's that sound?
Hello.
Sounds better for me. I can hear you.
Hi, Jeff.
In chat, if you don't mind saying if Dave sounds okay or not, and we'll test this Dave as well. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
Hello.
The Daves are here.
Is it me? Well, it could be that my mic is really high. Let's see what my volume is at. Oh, 50. Yeah, that could be it.
That's probably it.
Right. How's the sound for everybody?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on joining, but then I saw that you were alone, Jeff. So I had pity.
You felt bad for me.
I felt bad for you. So I'm going to join Jeff. Anyway, I'm not working tomorrow, so.
Yeah, New York. Oh, are you? You guys are? Do you have family day?
No, we don't have family. I actually took the day off.
Oh, okay.
No, Quebec doesn't have family day.
No.
Yeah, that's
we have the Saint Jean Baptiste.
Yeah.
Saint Jean Baptiste.
Yeah, but you guys have you guys have Saint Jean Baptiste on the 24th, and then July 1st Canada Day off as well. So you guys have like two whatever days it is, 2 Thursdays in a row off, or 2 Mondays in a row off.
Yeah. 1 week apart, exactly 1 week apart. So
yeah,
and it's I actually usually I take my vacation during that time of year because you get 2 free days and you can just add 2 other extra days to your vacation. So
yeah, we usually do that. I usually do that with Christmas and Boxing Day because we get the 2 days off, right? So
how are you, Dave?
I am good. How are you guys?
I saw that you set up the whole space station up in your living room.
I did. We had to move some furniture.
With the monorails and the train tracks. I was watching your videos. I was going, he's not gonna put all the monorails and the train tracks. And then I went, oh yes, he is. He's definitely.
He is.
I said, while I'm here anyway, I might as well do it. Because then I can make some nice videos. And I didn't have all the monorails running, and I really have to come up with a better solution than copper track, because the copper gets tarnished and the pickups don't work very well. And so I actually had to put battery boxes in both those trains that were going around, those monorails that were going around, which disappointed me. And of course I didn't have the box.
That surprises me because usually copper on the plastic train tracks works like a charm.
Well, the issue is this might be a different kind. This is the copper that they use for the stained glass stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it tarnishes a lot. And the other issue is that it's where the seams are, where the monorail tracks come together, always leaves a little bump, and it doesn't stick nicely. There's some issues, and so the monorail, it takes a while to break in and blah blah blah. And I really have to. And Fred was very nice to me a while back, and he sent me a it was right here. He sent me all the springs. So I was asking for springs.
Who's Fred?
To try to push the contacts onto the track, because that's part of it. The contacts don't always come in contact with the copper. So I haven't come up with a solid solution yet. It's not show ready, because every time I have it in the house, I can get it working and it works all weekend. But the second I take it to a show, it stops working. It's just annoying.
Well, that's usually the case with anything.
That's always the case. The other thing is, of course, I didn't have the layout up on the boxes, so I couldn't get underneath. So I had to run all the wires over the train tracks that were lighting up the whole thing. So that's a deficiency that I'm gonna have to come up with a solution for when I do the layout with you, because I won't have the layout on the boxes there either.
So, one word: wireless power.
Yeah, that'd be great to have.
Work on
that. So, but overall, as I told my friend Rob on the Facebook, 95% was utterly fantastic. The 5% is the same takeaways I've always had, the same issues that I've always had, and so yeah, no, my mind's ruminating on how to make it better. And right now, I'm actually editing a GoPro video that I made last night of the layout, because every video you've seen so far has just been my cell phone taking videos and pictures. So I tried to make a semi-professional layout video that I'm editing right now. So
cool.
But yeah, so I started setting up on Friday, Friday, and I was up all day Saturday. I finished setting up on Saturday. I had to solder all the wires and stuff. I have to come up with a good solution for my wiring now, because I got like 11 wall warts, 11 power supplies.
Wow.
Minimum.
Can you not just use like USB ports or something? Like,
well, then I'm ordering those from Rob, and I'm still having the supply power to the USBs, which you just can't plug 11 USBs into one power supply. You need multiple power supplies for USB.
Oh, okay, because I thought those USB bars were pretty powerful, like those USB.
Yeah, so I haven't asked Rob specifically about the USBs themselves, but I know this. So he has multiple adapters for his life lights. The battery box, the 3-volt battery box. Yeah, I'm working on that right now, Yvonne. That's the video I'm making right now.
She probably wrote so
that the 3-volt these battery boxes, you can connect like 16 lights to them. So two life light kits, right? So the 9-volt adapters is basically the same thing, or 32. The 120-volt adapters, you can have 32 on each side, so you can have 64 life lights connected to one 120-volt power supply. I am unsure right now what his USB is rated for, but I have right now, just for the 9 modules.
Usually USB is like 5 volts, I think.
Yeah, 5 volts, and he knocks it down to 3. He has an adapter that knocks it down to 3.
Okay.
It's like the 9-volt adapters that he connects to the 4-stud desync. So he has an adapter for that, for these guys, which I use a lot on my RCXs. So I have the RCX powering life lights, which is fantastic because you can do stuff with it.
Yeah.
Turn things on and off. But it's more that it can only use. I can't even speak this tonight. It can only have. It has less lights than the 120-volt connectors, and so I have 5 120-volt connectors going to just the base plates, the actual wooden modules, and then I have 4 more that go to the building. So that's already 9 120-volt connectors. If I converted all those over to USB, I'd probably need 18 USB connectors. Oh, if I can do my math, and then I have to rewire it, because right now I have one wire connecting the 4 different life light kits inside my base.
Yeah.
And then so 2 wires could go to 100. Anyway, it's all complicated, convoluted mess in my head. But it was a lot of fun. I'm going to say that. So I had to do all the soldering and the wiring Friday night and Saturday morning to get all the base plates lit up. As soon as that was lit up and I took the pictures and I said, I'm going to put it away now. And I said, might as well put some buildings on just to see how that looks. And then, I might as well put the train track on to see how that looks. I might as well put the monorail on to see how that looks. Let's put everything on there and see what happens.
Sounds about right.
But and the thing is that Jeff seen me and Dave, you see me. Usually when I do the layout at shows, the boxes are right there. So I bring the boxes; they're underneath the table, so you just reach them. Of course, the boxes are distributed through my entire house. I got some in the basement, I got some in the garage, and I'm not bringing all the boxes upstairs because they'd just be in the way. So I'm carrying all the parts and pieces up the stairs and in from the garage and going up in the rafters and blah blah blah. It was a lot more work to set that up than at a show because I had to bring all the parts together from wherever they were stored in the house.
So you did your workout this weekend.
I was thinking about leaving it up tonight so I would do my show live from my living room and you guys would see it behind me. But this morning I came downstairs, I took one last video and I said, I want my living room back. So I took it all down.
That was my next question. When did Sandy step up and said?
Oh, Sandy, like she was like, oh, this is awesome, and she even posted on her Facebook, and all her friends were going, can we come over and have a look at it? Like it was, it went over exceeded. I'm more than impressed by the feedback I got from her friends and other people who are not in our circles of Lego friends when that's posted to her Facebook and my Facebook. Because my family, not, Lego fans by any stretch.
Well, they're like
they were all very, very keen and wondering if they could come over and have a look. I think I'll do that in the spring when I do the driveway again. Again, we're very uncomfortable to do shows right now. Yeah. So if we actually do something, it'll be in the spring, probably back in the driveway, and people can stop by all they want. That'll be a nice weekend thing in the driveway. But I had a lot of fun putting together. I worked out a lot of kinks. I found some deficiencies.
And I saw the last video and it looked amazing. Yeah. With all lit up, it looks great.
And honestly, because you put all this effort into it, and Jeff knows we've been doing classic space layouts since 2005 or 4. Like we started at the family, not the Family Fun Fest. We were already doing the shows at the hobby show, and then we started doing it on our shows with Doug and what's his name over in Toronto, the Toy Train and Doll Show. Frank and Doug.
Yeah, Frank.
And this is well before Brick Fat. So we were doing classic space layouts for 5 or 6 years before we did Brick Fat, and then we did Brick Fat where I started building the tower and stuff. So it's been almost 20 years since we've been doing classic space layouts, and last night was the first time ever that I felt comfortable, and I'm thinking that's basically done.
I can do other stuff.
And there's always room for improvement. Trust me. There's so many deficiencies I find in the layout, but it looked cohesive. It looked like it was completed, and I have a lot of takeaways that I want to fix.
And it, like I said, it didn't look like a Lego layout. It looked like it looked like a real detailed model of a space station.
Like it could be in a movie, like a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
And I always tell a story, so like not to talk about this a little bit more. So just the tower by itself. So the tower showed up for Brick Fat. That's the first time I ever had the tower on display. Before, when Jeff and I were in Chicago that year, 2010, the tower was this high. And I said it wasn't complete yet when we came back from Chicago, and I started modifying it, and it got to be this high, and then it got to be this high. And the tower always seemed wrong to me until I got the cake topper put on top, and I said, no, it's done. The tower is done. I had to modify it for all the lighting and stuff. But it was the same thing with the layout. When I started soldering the lights into making the lights come on the actual base plates, I said, this is what's going to finish the actual layout. so Dave even following and helping me and encouraging me. But I've been working on getting all those base plates lit up for weeks and months now. And all of a sudden, I finally finished soldering up the last one Friday night. And I said, I want to see it together now.
Well, I'm glad you did that too, because we all wanted to see it together, right?
Yeah, and the deficiencies are the wiring is lifting the base plates off the wood, so I have to make allocations. I have to take some of the wood out so the base plates sit flat. I do want to wire up more spaceships. There was only one flashy spaceship in that entire layout yesterday and this morning. So there are other little smaller things that I'm going to work on now, because now the majority of the heavy lifting is done. And everything fits into the because I didn't have that before, Dave. I made all those corridors.
Yeah.
The moon base compliant corridors. I had no way to put them, or I'd have to build a new box for them. But I realized if I rejig everything in the boxes, because everything's back in the boxes right now, I fit all the moon base corridors into boxes. So I'm good to go.
Great.
Cool.
So that was a deficiency that I fixed.
So you're basically show ready.
Right now I can do a show, 8 boxes. I do have to come up with a separate box for all the electrical. As I say, I got 11 wall warts just for the lighting, and then I have 4 train controllers for the monorail and the train, and a few, and that's not even talking about getting the RCXs working that make things move automatically inside the layout that I have to make show ready. So there are future spots for the layout, future things I have to do. But they're a lot smaller than what I just accomplished today. So all small stuff now to make it
awesome,
prettier. So I was happy. I was honestly so happy.
Yeah, I'm happy for you too. It's fun that it's nice to see that project get to an end, or that phase of the project get to an end. Maybe that's a better way to say it, because I don't think it'll ever end.
12 years, eh, Jeff? I mean, BrickFest. Well, 2011, so 11 years.
Yeah, that's
of this
crazy.
specific layout.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. So that's why.
And then there's a layout that Jeff and I did with the year before this layout showed up was 12.5 by 12.5, and I recall that one being. I want to say my favorite, but it wasn't my favorite. But it was the most interesting layout we ever did. Period.
Oh, the square? Is that what you're talking about?
The square, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The square, like that was even more interesting than when we did the 10 by 17 or 10 by 18 at BrickFest 2014 or 15, whatever that year that was, when we did 18-foot layout.
Yeah.
That was just wow. Anywho, oh, there's a cat.
Yeah, he usually doesn't come here, but I don't know. I think he felt like
seeing what kind of trouble you're up to.
Yeah.
Because we know you're going to get into trouble. No.
Yeah.
Not really.
He's my COVID cat.
So if I'm making a video, like my old-fashioned videos when I used to get Movie Maker, and some of those videos went like 5 or 10 minutes, would you guys want like a 7-minute video of the layout, or like a small 2-minute, 3-minute video?
No. You need to make a 10-minute video.
Yeah, you need to make a good length video.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean,
because you in those type of video you want to see everything.
Yeah.
And you don't get to see everything if you're doing a 2-minute video.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't get to see all the details, all the nicks and cracks, and all the
nicks and cracks,
all the deficiencies that I noticed. I'm actually going to probably separate it into 2 videos, because I did the time lapse of me taking it down, taking the whole thing apart. That'll probably be a separate video.
I would say also, like, I would do maybe 3 videos. Do a combined video, like a long one, and then do a couple of short ones as well. And the short ones you can throw up as reels and stuff as well on Instagram and things, right? So, and that way people can choose. Oh, do I want to write? You can do like the extended version, and you can do like the short version.
I'm amazed how quickly, because I did like 2 or 3 on Instagram, and I did 2 or 3 on TikTok, and I went from 421 subscribers to 432 subscribers in a day.
Yeah. on Instagram?
On YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Are you on the TikToks, Dave?
No.
Cowdice?
I am on the TikToks.
You're on the TikToks?
I'm on the TikToks.
The TikToks are dangerous.
The TikToks. And if we go here.
Why are they dangerous, Jeff?
No, it's dangerous. So don't get me wrong on that.
Because
It's
once you
crazy.
start watching things, you don't stop.
It can get really, really crazy.
Like Danger Will Robinson. Oh, which reminds me, today I was sorting Dark Gray Brick upstairs, and I started watching The Legend of Vox Machina. It's an
Okay, I think I've
Amazon.
actually. What is that?
It's an Amazon Prime show, and it's basically a Critical Role. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's a spin-off of a YouTube channel called Critical Role that they did a crowdfunder on to do a cartoon. So it's basically people that are basically playing Dungeons and Dragons type thing. But instead of them playing it, you're watching the animation. You're watching a cartoon of them going through this Dungeons and Dragons type session. But it's really
Okay.
so it's pretty fun. I've been watching it, and it's a lot of adult humor, a lot of swearing in it. A lot of some sexual content like comments and stuff. Are we watching TikToks over there, people?
No, I was going to see if I can share the screen after you're done your story.
Oh yeah, go ahead, share the screen. Anyways, I was just saying that I was watching that and it was kind of entertaining today. So if you want something that's kind of fun, tongue-in-cheek humor, go for it.
Let's see. It's been a while. Fine.
My go-to series right now is Peacemaker.
I haven't started.
And Jeff, if the video plays copyrighted music, you get dinged, right? So I won't do that. I'll leave it on mute.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it'll actually play the music through anyhow. And I don't know if we would get dinged. Maybe if it's a lot less than 20 seconds, maybe not. Let me know.
We did get dinged for playing hockey.
This is true. This is true.
And there was no sound.
This is true. Well, this is Dave's own content, so it shouldn't.
Whoa! Infinite me. Oh, infinite me.
I love that how it's only infinite him. It's not infinite everybody else. It's not infinite us. It's infinite.
Can you see this now?
Me.
Yeah, I'm gonna full screen myself here so I can see.
Because I can't see it because I'm on this screen
now.
Yeah,
you gotta play it though.
Okay.
There you go.
Is it playing?
I don't know. It says it's showing the pause icon. You might want to do a quick refresh. I know sometimes
I'm thinking I'm gonna do that.
Let's see what happens. There it goes.
I muted the music.
Yeah.
Because it's actually the music is.
Now the problem is I'm gonna want to swipe up and watch the next video because it's on TikTok, but I can't because it just doesn't work.
Yeah, that was fun.
I have all these bricks around me and I don't have 1x2 Technic brick. Like, what the heck?
Which color?
Blue? Oh, no, I was any color, but I found a gray one, so I'm good now.
Okay.
But thank you. I was going to reach in there and grab it, but that didn't seem to work. So.
Well, I couldn't mail it to you.
Well, okay, I have them.
Jeff was down here like yesterday, and he could have stopped by my place and picked them up.
I could have. But you went the slow way.
Did you go to the Brick Shack, guys?
We did go to Brick Shack.
We did it was like a last minute, like we had talked about it, but then it ended up being more of a last minute meetup.
So how was it?
It was good. I ended up getting a bin full of Technic studless beams mostly. Dave, did you go through your bins yet? Your stuff you got?
No, I haven't even washed it yet.
Oh, okay.
Like usually that stuff I wash the stuff even from the Brick Shack I wash before I bring it to my collection.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh,
I wash any used brick at all. I don't care where it comes from. I trust people, but I got burned a few times and I said nope, no more used brick in my room until it's washed. So it still sits in the bag upstairs.
Apparently that ruined my overhead camera. It stopped playing.
What did?
My overhead camera just died. My build cam.
Oh. Sorry, Jeff.
Is I'm not. My hands are right here, not holding onto the box.
And I see
I'm
your hands
assuming
on
you
there.
see. I'm assuming you see a box right now.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're
with your
we're
hands
seeing
on
a
it.
box.
Yeah.
With your hands on it, I see your hands in the box.
Yeah. That's it's died on me. Let's see what happens if I do this. No, it's still there. I don't know how to fix that.
Bros camera.
Settings. Deactivate. Activate.
Activate camera.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my
Upside
blurry
down.
webcam that's built into
Oh,
here.
you turn
Yeah,
me
it's gone.
inside out, round and round.
I like how Dave knows all the
Upside
good
down.
music.
The
Jeff is
camera has died.
turning
Okay.
inside out.
Well, I
Round and
guess I can get rid
round.
of this now. But
Jeff
now you can't
is
see what I'm building.
upside down.
So I don't know why this camera kicks out every once in a while. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to.
It's a conspiracy.
I'm just going to stop the camera and switch over and see if I can reboot that guy. So you'll lose me for a second here.
That's okay. We'll still be here. Dave and I'll take over the show.
Yes, it is now the Dave Show.
The Dave Show.
I can still hear you.
Oh, okay.
I can
The
still
Dave's
talk.
and Hearing Jeff Show.
Yes.
I just don't have a camera. Sheesh. Oh, I keep on opening GIMP instead of the OBS.
Oh, I like using GIMP, but I forget how to use it all the time. So.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And I was gonna do my video in Sony Vegas Pro, and I said screw it because it's just easier in Movie Maker, and I can just whip it together.
I still have Movie Maker and I still enjoy Movie
I
Maker
still use
more.
it all the time.
It,
and all my friends
I
who are
can't
natural,
I can't believe Microsoft discontinued it.
oh, it's annoying, but all my friends who are into video editing, all that stuff, they laugh at me because I'm using Movie Maker. I go, look, dude, I have a video up on my YouTube channel in 10 minutes. It's the easiest thing in the world to use.
Yeah.
Now you're just showing off. I'm trying to figure out which USB camera I'm working on here. Hold on. Oh, it's not plugged into that bar. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, unplug this guy.
We can totally see what you're doing, Jeff.
I know. I'm just trying to plug that camera.
Describe it to us.
I was trying to unplug the. Well, I disconnected and reconnected my USB camera, my build camera.
Is it working?
In the hopes that when I start my virtual camera again, it's back.
Hello.
Crush the spaceman. Crush the spaceman. Of course, the whole camera is out of sync now. All right. There we go. And now I'm getting that nice glare off of the overhead lights. And now there's my belly. Oh, well, deal with the glare. So, yeah. Hey, Fazoom.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
How's
Chris.
it going? I have never looked better. Well, thanks, I guess. Oh, because I didn't have a camera on, maybe? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So, but yeah, we'll leave this here. So at least I have classic space goodness. That way, Chris will stay.
Space.
Space. So yeah. I forgot what we were talking about when my camera died.
How wonderful you are.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely not what we were talking about because that's a lie. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible, horrible person.
Not even close.
Okay.
You were talking about Brick Shack. What you guys get?
Yes. Yes, I bought oh yeah, Dave cleaning parts and I had gone like this and then my camera broke.
Yeah.
Still working. And then I started feeling the bricks because I didn't wash them. Because I apparently am disgusting.
So there was Jeff, you were there,
yep.
Dave, and
Dave. Chantel came as well.
Chantel was there, yeah.
And Rick showed up. So Dave and Chantel arrived first because they were, well, I think Dave picked her up on the way.
On the street.
That didn't sound right, but okay. Sorry. Yeah, so Dave and Chantel were there first. I came by about an hour, well, about 20, 30 minutes later. So I was there at about noon. Rick showed up at probably about 1 o'clock, I would say, or so. And then I had to run out at about 1:40 or so. So I ended up leaving, and Dave followed me out, and Chantel followed Dave out. So we ended up all leaving Rick behind. And Rick texted me or texted the group. I was like, we had said, sorry, Rick, we had to go, and he's like, that's no problem. And he sent a message at 4:55, so he arrived at about 1:30 ish, 1:45 ish. He sent a message at 4:55 saying he was just leaving the brick shack.
Wow.
So he
Yeah,
was
there
there
for a while.
picking
Good for him.
parts. But he had a mission. He was looking for certain parts. So I mean, I totally understood why he stayed. So and it was time away from life for a few minutes, I guess. So anyway, so yeah. So yeah, we all got some stuff. Dave, I did throw something special into Dave's bin again because that's what I do. Dave didn't know
and
that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but you don't know what it is.
Not yet, because I'm still watching it. I was a little busy this weekend.
Yeah, let me tell you, when you do watch it, you'll find it right away and go, okay, it was just that. Because it wasn't anything major. It was just humorous.
It's radioactivity. Got it.
It's something that you always need.
Pink?
What'd you say?
Pink? Something pink?
Something maybe it's something pink. I don't know.
Well, Dave won't know the difference.
That's right.
No, it was in a similar color to what he was grabbing, so. Because he
I
was
was getting a lot of orange pieces. That was nice.
Yeah, you're grabbing.
I'm gonna finish off my stuff at some point.
That's right. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
I'm gonna go on mute for a sec because I'm picking music for my video, but I'll still be listening to you guys.
All right, fine.
All right, cool.
We'll just make music noises. La 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 la.
I could sing again.
Oh well, maybe we'll put you on mute too. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You have an angelic voice.
Yes, I know.
Yes. Yes, angelic voice. That's what we'll say.
We'll leave it at that. Angelic
Oh,
voice.
Okay, so if that goes there, and this one, oh wow, this door is bigger than I thought. Crap.
Crap.
Huh?
Crap.
Well, this is the challenge I'm going to have now. That's the middle. So I'm trying to build. The doors are going to slide in, so I was trying to get enough room to slide in. And with the wall here, it's long enough to slide in, and the door will open wide enough. But if I slide this back all the way now, it's not able to slide because it's not on tiles. But then the door is I'm only going to have a door about this wide, right? Because both of these are going to slide back, and I can't go any further back because of this guy, because of the Technic beam. Which is why I need to secure it to the bottom of the, to secure everything for transport. And if I keep it at this length, then I'm going to cut off the cosmic space, the little spaceship. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I might make this wall a little bit shorter and have it stick out a little bit. But I still need to figure out how wide the vehicles are going through. So
can't you leave a gap in the wall so that the door can go through?
Well, I could put this piece is basically, it's got the Technic brick or Technic bar for support, and then underneath it's got one of the L brackets. So that's going to plug into the base. That way it's sturdy. I mean, technically I could just put it on studs and just lock it in that way, which I might have to do that for this side and not do Technic beams. It just won't make it just won't be as structurally sound when it's built. But for transporting, I don't really I don't need this piece to keep it sturdy when it's being transported, right?
Yeah.
That was just more of my connection point. So maybe I'll just change it, move this 4 stud shorter, put the whole wall
because
inside.
you're not, you don't need to open it and close it like
Ever.
ever.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So you don't need something really, really sturdy once it's built. You just need something that the door can like move around if you want to showcase it, but it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be that
Well,
sturdy.
and I mean, while it's on display there, the door will probably be closed.
Yeah.
But when it's up on my shelf, I'm going to eventually have the second, like the right behind here will be the second module. So I want the
Yeah.
door open for that, right? So I do
Yeah.
want to, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't have to be that sturdy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Yvonne, that's what I'm doing. Like the door is two halves, assuming they're the right direction. The door is two halves. No, they're there. It's like something
Yeah.
wasn't right. So it will both will slide back. But I'm saying if I use this, like this door will slide all the way into here, but then the door will only come out about that far. You know what I mean? Like, so I have to make this gap bigger. I have to basically destroy some of the internal structure here and
Yeah.
rework this side. So my whole plan of doing that today is probably not going to happen. And I only have 2.5 weeks, so you can start countdowns, Dave. Dave's.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
days that?
Well,
That's
I fly out.
14, 15 days?
Yeah, I
17
fly out
days?
on the 10th at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Hey, dude, Jude. Welcome. Yeah, I fly out on the 10th at 6 a.m. That'll be a fun morning. And this will need to be packed before then. And the 10th is a Thursday, so Wednesday night, I'm not sure what we'll do for the chat. I either be here and then drive down. I don't know. I have to figure it out. What the plans are.
Get him back. I'm saving my first movie.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back. Did you get a good video, or did you get a good piece of audio?
I went to my standard Josh Woodward guy and found something.
Okay. Gotta love that content-free or that royalty-free music.
Royalty-free.
Creative Commons, so I just attributed it at the end of my video that it's his song and that's all he likes. And he sent me a few emails years ago saying thanks for putting my stuff in your video. So hey,
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I guess he would get told that you've added that in too, so that makes sense. So cool. So Dave's working on videos. What else are you working on over there, Mr. Travis? Because we haven't actually done the round table.
What am I working on?
Yeah.
We're doing
I
round
have
table?
to clean up this room again because everything is a disaster.
I hear you.
So this is gonna be my next couple of weeks of cleaning up this room again and getting to see the floor again because I've been doing the soldering and everything else. I made a mess in here, so I'm going to clean that up and downsize a bit and see what happens.
For the record, if in case anybody wants to know, apparently Jude uses 3-ply.
Okay.
Toilet
3
paper.
sheets to the wind.
He uses 3-ply toilet paper. Good choice.
That is a very, very old
I thought it was
expression. Fine. 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, wonder what it actually means, but I don't care enough to know.
It's a sailing nautical term.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Three. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 sails.
3 sails. Yeah.
3 sheets to wind.
Yeah. I was gonna say 3 bed sheets, and I'm like, no, that's not right either. It's sails. Well, if I were to build a ship, if I were to build a ship, I would just use sheets. But anyways,
I picked this up yesterday at the.
Oh yeah, you got the Captain Marvel one.
I wanted a Captain Marvel minifig. I have another one somewhere, but I wanted another one, so I grabbed it.
I have that.
I got this little one, which is awesome. Little skateboard park. And Mr. Sancier, what are you working on? You're in your Lego room, so that's good.
Yes. Well, I'm in my Lego room because I actually had closed my computer.
Oh, okay.
Like I said,
well, yeah, you said you weren't going to hop on.
I wasn't planning on joining, but then I saw I said, well, I'm gonna at least check what Jeff is doing, and I saw that you were alone, and then I went, oh, I can't leave Jeff alone.
You took pity on me.
I
can't
felt
leave
bad
Jeff.
because like I said I was going to be there at 9. Sandy even asked me at dinner time if I was going to be on Jeff's show. I said absolutely, and then I started editing my video, and then I looked up and it was 9:18.
That's all right.
So yeah, but my
Fair
my
enough.
cell phone was still open, so that's why I'm in my regular Lego room. But since I'm already here, I already started. I'm building another module for my Starbase. So
Woohoo! Awesome.
so
Awesome.
that's why I bent over because I just pulled out my big tub of white pieces, so
Gotcha. Yep.
I can
Yep.
have something to work with.
There you go. I had shown this before that I got one of the bigger video sets, the beatbox one,
Yeah.
boombox one. So I was one set short of having the full set, or at least
Yeah.
the figs and tiles. I don't care about the parts. The parts I probably will put on my Brooklyn store. But I've been looking for the last one, which was the pirate ship one, and everywhere I looked, they were regular price, $80 Canadian. So I hadn't bought it yet. And Shop at Home a couple of days ago reduced them down to 30% off. So it was like $55 or $50 Canadian, something like that.
Mhm.
No, it was a 55, I think. Yeah, 55. And I had a $50 gift card for Lego for Shop at Home. So I basically paid $5 plus tax for the set. So I'm like, that's cool. Now I just have to wait for it to arrive.
Yeah.
Which will be, I mean, it's been shipped already, but it'll probably not be here for for another half a week or so. Because that's usually how it goes. And as we're talking, I'm going to actually look up to see where it is. So, and how about, it was funny because also on Thursday we were talking about the Jurassic Park sets, the Jurassic World sets.
Yeah.
And I was saying it was funny that they didn't have one with the Owen Wilson or with
Chris
Pratt figure in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, there's probably some more sets coming out. And literally Thursday morning, I think it was, the set.
More sets coming out.
The sets. It was Thursday morning, or Thursday or yesterday, or Friday. I can't remember. But yeah, the sets were announced. So we will talk about them actually more on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what we do on the Wednesdays. But yeah, and there's a lot of them too. I was surprised. FedEx.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm just going on to FedEx's website so I can track my package, even though it's basically the normal shipping info sent to, what's the actual phrase they use? Shipping information sent to FedEx, which means check back with us in like 3 days and maybe it'll be shipped.
Maybe.
But it's actually in transit because what happens is it's I think Lego drives a truck from Niagara Falls to Mississauga where the FedEx depot is.
Yeah.
Even though there is FedEx depot in Niagara Falls, I think they just have a truck going up there because it's more central to get things out. So it's on one of the trucks heading towards heading the 200 kilometer ride. I guess like 100 kilometers more like it. What do we got going on here? Yeah, so Jude was meaning that he was half drunk, and yeah, 3 sheets to the wind, that makes sense as well. I was just trying to make a sitting on the toilet joke. That's all I was trying to do. Yvonne doesn't drink. I don't drink alcohol, neither does Mr. Blue.
You guys are boring.
That's who we are. Boring.
I drink occasionally. I have some alcohol in the house.
Oh, I have alcohol in the house. Don't get me wrong. We still have our alcohol from our wedding. It's in the cabinet upstairs.
Yeah.
Dave, at this point, it doesn't have any alcohol left. It all evaporated.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a good point. Oh, jeez. I gotta rethink that. How to connect this better.
I was always designated driver back in the day because I don't drink, and my friends love me for it because I'd always drive them home.
Yep, I was the same.
You need a designated driver.
There was a time that we would go to Oktoberfest every year in Kitchener, and we would go there and have a great time. And I'd be the only sober person in the room after 1 a.m. It was great because there's me and Fräulein D Cup like heading out to Steins of beer, and I'm just flirting outrageously with them, completely sober, and everybody else is just kind of obliterated around me. So it's just like,
Sorry, did you say you were helping them carry the beer? Because you were doing this.
Just flirting
okay.
with them. Just flirting with them. That's all.
All right. Yeah, that is the problem with too much alcohol for sure. Alcohol poisoning.
I used to do the I used to volunteer for the Red Nose operation here in Quebec during the holidays.
Okay. And what is that?
It's actually it's Operation Red Nose or Opération Nez Rouge.
Okay.
So basically, what it does is that it's a volunteers. Well, it's a service offered to anyone. You call them. It's just during the holiday.
Yeah.
We pick two people up with their car.
Yeah.
And we drive them home, and
like
they are encouraged to give a donation, and every dollar donated, it goes to either sporting clubs or amateur sporting clubs, or so basically you're giving to a good cause.
Yeah.
And you're driving people home safely who are too much intoxicated to drive their own car, and they get home with their car.
Yeah.
So
they don't have to worry about getting parking tickets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As soon as you started saying, as soon as you said, they call you, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember what that is. It's been a while since.
And it's too bad because in the last 2 years, like the year before, the first year of COVID, it didn't happen because of the restriction. And this year, it actually got canceled when the fifth wave started and everybody started getting sick, and all these restrictions were coming back up again. So
we're fingers are crossed that this year you'll be able to drive drunk people home.
Fingers are crossed.
Well, I haven't done it in a few years yet. Well, since I had my kids, I haven't. I've done it when my oldest was like still very young.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I haven't done the operation. So, and I used to do it with friends who also got kids, and so it's better when you do it with people that you know, and it's usually a crew of three people. So there's a driver, there's the driver of the following car, and there's another person who's in charge of like handling the client, handling the client. So
so there's another person in the car with you.
Yeah,
that's not.
So there's in the clients in the customer's car. There's the driver of the and the other volunteer, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And
yeah, I hear you. And my sister's
but I really enjoyed it when I did it, and we did it to the full extent of it, because we used when we did like the whole night, because some volunteers, they do it like from 7 p.m. to like midnight. But over here in Quebec, like most bars close on 3 a.m. So and all the times we did it, we came back home, it was 6 in the morning, so we were up all night. Bringing people back to their homes. So
well, that's awesome. I like that idea. So what was the best car you ever drove then?
I was never the driver. I was always the driver of the second car.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was just thinking of some of the nice cars you could end up driving doing that.
But I enjoyed it because like I was driving way over the limit, and I wasn't fearing of getting pulled over because we had those our jackets and our pullovers, and I would just say to the police officer, "Well, we're going on a call, and we're trying to get because that's the main problem because people call ahead
Yeah.
and they wait and they wait and they wait and they lose patience and they take their car anyway. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
there, the team gets there, we could say, well, we're here for Dave Cowdis. Where is he? Oh, he left with his car. No,
Yeah.
that's so we're trying to like get when we get the call,
You
we're
try to get
trying
there
to
as soon
get
as possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So the
Yeah.
people don't and we usually when we get the call on the radio,
Yeah.
the people have been waiting like an hour
Oh,
already,
jeez.
so
Yeah.
you want to try to get there as fast as possible. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's cold too, so I mean, you don't want people to freeze their body parts off.
no, well,
Um,
usually the people are who do call in, they call it from either bars, restaurants, or from private parties that
yeah.
they are attending. So
So yeah.
but
Yeah.
it
That's
was
that's
fun.
still fun.
We met a lot of interesting people,
Yeah.
and like you said, Dave, drunk people
Ah,
are
funny.
sometimes funny, sometimes they're boring.
Sometimes they just pass out.
Well, we never had like one passing out. We had
Okay.
people very intoxicated. We they we never had one that got sick in their own car.
Well, that's good. Because I mean, if I heard someone puking in the back of a car, I'd be like, kind of holding it in myself.
But I mean, it's their own car, so you don't really care
No, you
because
don't care, but I mean, it's just I don't know. The sound of someone throwing up kind of makes me sick to my stomach. So maybe that's just me, but you know. Okay, if I do that and that, just put a piece under here to keep that level. Oh, that might not be so bad.
where are my inverted slopes?
They're upside down. Ooh, we
Thank
got a
you,
bot.
Jeff.
Hello, Mr. Bot.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah,
Bada, bada, bada.
my sister was always the sobered one as well, and then she gets drunk as she's typing again. Something I could do without. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, I was also with my group of friends. I was always also the one that would not get drunk because why bother? I mean, I'll have a drink here and there, but not back then. I wasn't drinking then. But so we'd go to the like we had a friend at University of Guelph, so we'd drive up to see her, go to the bars up there, and then you know drive them back. Or I'd end up driving them back and stuff. And I don't know, I enjoyed it. Watching them get drunk was always funny because they don't remember half the stuff they did, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you did that. So
Yeah, I wasn't the one that got drunk either
yeah,
when I was in college or in university, but well, with time, I learned to appreciate
oh
more
yeah,
alcohol because but if you like, I was one the other day, I think. My oldest one was we were talking about I don't know how we came to the subject, but my oldest one said, "Well, you guys never get drunk," and it's true. My wife and I we rarely drink. I mean, I enjoy my one or two beers after a hockey game. After
yeah.
playing a hockey game, I enjoy my two beers. But other than
It's
that, like this weekend, didn't take a sip of alcohol. Uh,
yeah,
uh, well, apart from the two I had yesterday, because I actually started playing hockey again
yeah. It's cool.
this weekend,
That's awesome. So
and more hockey news. My my son Jacob
yeah,
actually scored his first goal
awesome.
ever.
Oh, that's awesome.
and
Way
we
to
won.
go.
So the team won today. We
Yeah.
were playing and we won.
Cool.
Big win.
That's
And
awesome.
like I said, Jacob scored, and it was so funny because he was so surprised that he scored, and
Yeah.
he had his surprise face for 2 minutes like this, and he didn't even like put his arms in the air. He only he had his stunned face for like the whole time he was on the ice, and he
Yeah.
came back to the bench. And my wife was actually in the stands, and she was looking at her. He was looking at her still with this stunned face.
Still stunned, eh?
He didn't react, so
That's awesome, though.
he was very really happy.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, yeah, I don't usually drink that much of I'm
Yeah.
not that much of a drinker either, but
Yeah.
you know, with time and getting older, I kind of learned to appreciate getting a little
A little buzzed. A little.
buzz
Yeah.
like a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah. I mean.
got the last time I got really drunk was
Yeah.
pre-COVID, and I was like, I never got to the point where I don't remember what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I clearly remember that night, and I remember I wanted to get drunk, and I did, but I still had the control not to get drunk to
Completely.
the point
Yeah.
to the point I was sick. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I kept on drinking water so
Yeah.
to stay hydrated, and
Yeah. Yeah.
the next morning I was fine. So
Yeah. And I've done the same. I've drinking myself till I started feeling a little bit of a buzz, and then it's like, yeah, I'm done. Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I was when like back in college days or whatever, it was like I'm working. I basically all the money I was like the last year of last year and a bit of actually I think most of college I ended up paying for myself because I didn't qualify for student loans and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
got a bank loan, but I was paying the bank loan down too.
Mhm.
And so for me, it was like, why would I spend money on alcohol to like get drunk and end up, just throwing it up the next morning or whatever? Like, what's the use of that? Right.
Inverted
So
slopes.
I just
Found them.
never found the use of or found a reason to get drunk. Like it just didn't make sense. So. Yvonne saying, Dave, just watched your takedown video. Good choice of music. Yvonne's multitasking, which is okay. I guess
She has multiple screens and multiple.
She does have her. Yeah, she's watching us on her TV, and then she's got her phone in her hand. She's probably on the TikToks as well at the same time. And yes, I know I'm calling it the TikToks like that on purpose.
The TikToks.
Because it's funny to call it that. Especially when your kids are like, no, Dad, it's TikTok.
No, it's TikTok.
I'm like, yeah, the TikToks.
It's like saying the internets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it on the internets.
Oh, jeez. All right.
You contacted me through the internet. Yes, I did. I wrote you an email.
Where do I get an email? I'm waiting at my post office or my post box, and it's not there. Send them a letter with an E on it. It's like email. I don't. Yeah. Yvonne says I Don.
I Don.
I'm assuming she was going to say something else, and she just hit enter by mistake.
I don't.
Oh, I don't TikTok.
I don't.
That's a good choice.
She doesn't do the TikTok.
That's a good choice. Although I should actually start putting videos on TikTok then, so that she feels that she has to watch it because she likes trying to fit in on all these platforms, and then she'll get
Yeah,
sucked into
you got her on YouTube.
I did. Well,
And-
she was
and
already
now
on
she-
YouTube.
And now she's watching like everything you do on YouTube.
Yeah, she's
She even watches old Grey Bricks,
She does.
and she participates, which is awesome.
Yeah. Well, Old Grey Bricks is funny though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Most times.
Well, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I have to say that last Thursday's show
Yeah.
was actually great.
So which one was that? The talking about convention? No.
Yeah.
Who are conventions for?
Yeah. That was a great
And-
topic and great conversation and great, everything. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I'll agree with that. What the heck is going on here? Oh, I'm looking at this backwards. I don't know. I was looking at something. It just didn't seem to be lining up. I'm like, what's going on? And I realized, oh, it's because I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, I think I did figure out my door situation here. You know what? I'm just gonna full screen my other camera here.
Full screen yourself, because I'm not seeing it on my phone.
I wonder if that kills my. Oh no, that still works. Yeah, I can full screen myself for a minute too. Or you know what? We'll just go this view. But I'll just use this camera because it's just easier to show and make you sick. So I basically got into. So this is flush with the side, which is what I wanted. I can still have that hook. I made this 2 studs shorter, so the door sticks out like 2 studs on both sides. And then when it's closed, one more. Yeah,
I'm making the sound there.
thank you. Obviously,
like the Star Trek.
hold on. Now you're going to stare at my ceiling for a second because I got to push the door together. Anyways, so that when it's closed, it looks like it'll just be shy on this side, like where that wall is should just line up there, and over here it will cut it off a little bit, which sucks. It's either that or I move the ship back a couple of pieces, but I don't think that'll. I don't know.
Well, you could move it back like.
Or I could indent the door a little bit. Oh,
well, you could just move the ship. Just move the ship back a little.
Well, I mean, I could
just
also
one or 2 studs.
It's stuck on the door here. Hold on. I could have this one come out 1 stud more than this.
No, just move the just redo the sign.
Just put the ship back 1 stud or push the whole thing over. I can't do the whole thing because.
No, don't do the whole thing. Just the ship. Because I think it's actually too far out.
Well, okay, that's backwards in comparison. I just realized that this symbol is backwards too. I think that's what was throwing me off with. Hold on, stare at my ceiling for a second. Look at all that gorgeous ductwork up there. There, that's better. So we'll set that there. Put this guy here. Yeah, maybe I need to.
Usually the ship is like right next to the planet. So.
Well, but on the logo itself, there's like 3 little dots right behind the ship. There's like the contrail, so that's what I was trying to do there. So, but yeah, I'll shift it over one way or the other. There's my hand. Look at all that old skin. Wait, that didn't sound right. You know what I mean. The camera still works. Awesome. So I figured it out. Anyway, okay, I'm good. I feel like I got something accomplished.
It's all good.
That much closer. So, yay.
Yay.
Yeah, TikToks are where people do stupid stuff. This is true. Dude, Jude's like, what is
That's why I don't watch TikTok, because I don't enjoy seeing people do stupid stuff.
Well,
it's
Maddie,
a time sink.
It is, yeah.
It's
Maddie was
the time sink. You start watching all these little 30-second videos. Oh, well, that's the next one. It starts picking up what you like to watch. But don't look at my TikToks, but it picks up when you like to watch, and that's all the videos they'll show you.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in one thing like cute little puppies, all of a sudden you see 1,000 puppy videos.
Maybe I'm too old.
Well, yeah, we already know
I'm
that.
feeling old, but it is a time sink.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I still on this screen?
I don't know.
There. Sorry about that. So. But,
oh, as an
we're
FYI,
at a
I've already uploaded my first video, and I'm currently creating my second one. So for the end of the show. Yay!
That's good. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's we've been on for about an hour 25, so maybe we'll call the show in a few minutes.
More videos for Jeff to watch.
That way, people who do want to go watch Dave's videos, they can go watch it right after this. That way,
go watch, like, and subscribe.
Our viewer count just went down by like 3 people. No, it's joking.
Luckily, you don't have to subscribe to my videos at all. The subscriptions are completely unnecessary to me.
Well, I mean, subscriptions at least tell you when that person's put up a new video. So
yeah,
if you like what Dave does, then subscribe to him, because that makes sense.
And they need to know, because they want to complain that you're.
This is true.
Butchering your.
Yeah. Where'd my baby go?
Space.
And there's one in the space layout now already.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I've got a couple.
I haven't opened my box yet, so.
I picked these up at the Brick Shack yesterday.
He did. I was there. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Original Flash Gordon minifig. That was just awesome. That took me right back to watching those 1940 serials of Flash Gordon. That's a fantastic looking minifig.
Gordon!
Oh,
Hey Dave, I see your
Queen is awesome. If you want to talk about a soundtrack to like ELO doing Xanadu was cute. I mean, I have a soft spot for Xanadu through and through. I'll always watch it.
Xanadu.
I love ELO, but Queen doing Flash Gordon was brilliant. It's one of my favorites.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Flash. You haven't seen Flash Gordon, Jeff?
No, not really.
Really? You need to check that out.
But I'm talking about the 1940s serial, not the 1980s movie.
Oh,
with Buster Crab. Buster Crab.
I only saw the 1980s movie.
Like I grew up on TVO, and they would have on Saturdays they would have the 1940s Buck Rogers or the 1940s Flash Gordon serials, and even sometimes even the Lone Ranger, like the original black and white. And Buster Crab played Flash Gordon first when he was in his 20s, and then he did Buck Rogers in the 1940s version, and then he showed up in Gilles Girard's Buck Rogers in 1979, 1980, and it's seriously one of my favorite scenes on any television show in the history of television, because here's Buster Crab, all 70, 80 years old, flying little Star Furies, flying around. And Buck Rogers, Gilles Girard goes, hey, how'd you learn to fly like that? And he goes, I was doing this long before you were born, kid. It was like Scotty telling the car, saying, like, I was flying starships while your grandmother was in the nurse. Like, it's just a brilliant line. I love that stuff. Anyway,
and just to bring it back to what we were talking about before that, I see your 2 spacemen and give you 4.
Woo! I only bought 2.
One of them goes in my display stand. I just grabbed it because, and I'd gotten a second one because I bought those. I bought like 6 or 7 figs when I saw them at Walmart, and then I bought those 3 boxes, so I got another one there, and then I bought 2 yesterday. But I think I'm good with 4. 3 technically.
Seriously, the Brick Shack is awesome because they had like a lot of collectible minifigs there. They had lots of town people there. It's like, if you want figs, go talk to Jamie. It's awesome.
Well, technically, Jeff,
and they had sheep too.
I bit you because I have 6, but I haven't opened them up yet.
How do you know you have 6 then?
Because I have 2 full boxes.
Oh, this is true. Okay, fine.
Of 36.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, there's a small chance that one of them isn't the same. Like when I bought those 3 boxes of the 6-packs, 2 of the boxes were identical, except for 1 fig that was different, and the 1 fig ended up being a duplicate in the same box. Like I had 2 of the same fig in 1 box, so it was kind of weird. But anyways, Dave's yawning. You know what that means?
Well, I was up all last night putting in a layout together.
All last night. Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I got
And today
set up right.
he was running around trying to put it away.
yeah,
It was funny because like I started Friday night. Oh yeah, today's Sunday, isn't it? So Friday night
Yeah.
I started
Yeah.
putting it together, and I was up till 1 soldering, and you get the whiff of the soldering fumes, which I probably should have vented out. And I got 6 of the 9 modules done for the soldering. I said, leave it to Saturday morning. So I woke up Saturday morning, I went right back into it, and then I started setting up the layout, and then so Saturday night, I went to bed with the layout together, but I was
Yeah.
exhausted. But I waited for Mom to go to bed and Josh to go to bed and then Sandy to go to bed, so I could actually make some videos without having the kitchen lights on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then it's late and you have to be quiet and you're like tiptoeing around and you're trying to, not knock trains off monorail tracks, which is always a good time. And and now I'm looking through my videos that I just downloaded all my GoPro videos to my computer, and I realized there's a whole bunch of shots that I didn't get that I wanted.
Yeah.
And now I don't have
the problem.
Oh no.
Oh
well. So, but we will land this spaceship.
Thanks,
I'm
Jeffy.
done.
And that way Dave can get some sleep. There we go. Space. Well, that's not really a spaceship, but okay. So we will see you guys again on Wednesday night. 9 p.m.
I love you all. Thank you guys for all being here.
I'm hitting the button now, so we'll